What's going on, guys? It's Tom, or Thompson Wrestling, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Once again, I put a poll out with 5 different video options, and you guys overwhelmingly voted for a video talking about TNA's video game character turned real wrestler, which is a video I've wanted to do for a while, so here we are. But speaking of videos I want to do, I know we've got a lot of new faces here, lots of new subscribers, so comment down below video ideas you would like to see from me, because I love to see what you guys have to say. Make sure to check out my Patreon down below for more exclusive content. Also, only a small percentage of you watching these videos are subscribed, so if you do enjoy this video, feel free to subscribe. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe. Anyways, onto the video.
Greetings and salutations, this is Almighty Christopher Daniels, sometimes known as the Fallen Angel, but always known as the greatest wrestler in the world, your mom's favorite wrestler, your dad's favorite wrestler, the world's favorite wrestler. I'm also a paragon of virtue, an inspiration to children everywhere, and the man with the rear that makes the girls cheer. And while you're watching me, I'm telling you, you're also watching Top 10 Wrestling, so congratulations.
So firstly, I need to address the elephant in the room. I need to figure out a way to not say the name of this character we're talking about, because obviously this character is called Sue, pause, Aside. And there's a good chance if I keep on saying it, it could get detected, I could get demonetized. I've avoided putting it in the title for that very reason, so for now, I'm going to spend the rest of the video calling the character Sue, like Trent's mum, Sue. I am so sorry. So the interesting thing about Sue that has him stand apart from other wrestling characters is that before he debuted on TNA TV, he was the main character in the story mode for the TNA Impact video game. As the title says, he was a video game character turned real wrestler, which is something that is not ever done in wrestling, at least to a mainstream degree. You might see an indie company do this, but TNA, WWE, you'd rarely ever see this from them, but we did. Sue was created by Midway Games as an original character for the TNA Impact game that was released on September 9th, 2008. He was the main protagonist in the story mode, and the story mode in TNA Impact is one of my favorite wrestling story modes. It's very unique. In the game, Sue is working for TNA, climbing up the ranks until he gets a world title shot. However, he is confronted by LAX, who tell him to throw the match and not win the world title. Sue agrees to this, but when the world title match comes around, he does not do this, and he wins the world title, which results in LAX beating him to a pulp and leaving him for dead in Mexico, and him going missing from TNA. Sue re-emerges, but with complete reconstructive surgery, which is just the way they explained character creation, and complete amnesia, not remembering who he is or any of his TNA days. He wrestles in Mexico and earns an opportunity to wrestle for an American indie company, where he is scouted by TNA and invited to a tryout with Kevin Nash, where he is then signed back to TNA, and back in TNA now, he's under Nash's wing. He forms the Salty Biscuits with Eric Young, and they go on to win the tag titles together. Sue would climb the ranks in the X Division, Tag Division, and the World Heavyweight Division, but then old rivals would re-emerge as LAX would kidnap Eric Young and order Sue to win the world title and drop the title to Jarrett. But after winning the world title, everything all felt a bit familiar to Sue, and he remembered everything. Sue defeated Jarrett for the title, while Nash and Samoa Joe rescue Eric Young from LAX. The end. Genuinely one of the most unique story modes across any wrestling game, and I would highly recommend it. But something kinda crazy would happen beginning around August 2008. The words "Who is Sue?" pause, aside.com would flash on the screen for less than a second on multiple Impact episodes, and going onto this website would show that the video game character was coming to TV. And sure enough, at Final Resolution 2008, Sue would make his debut attacking members of the X Division, establishing that's where he would be competing. At this time, the character was actually being portrayed by Kazarian, who was in the costume, and Sue would not have his debut match until Destination X 2009, where Sue won an Ultimate X match to win the X Division title. But there was a twist here, as Daniels was portraying Sue, as Kaz was injured around this time, and this would lead to a storyline where the X Division theorized that Daniels was playing Sue. However, Daniels disproved this theory by rescuing Sue as members of the X Division tried to unmask him, and Kaz was back as the character. And how many times have I said the word Sue in this video? Oh my god. Sue and Daniels would feud for the title, with Sue successfully retaining the title and then retaining it again at Slammiversary in a King of the Mountain match, but in July he would lose the title to Homicide, who cashed in his Feast or Fired briefcase, ending the reign at just under 4 months, and honestly a damn good reign, which is no surprise as it was just a Kaz title reign and Kaz rules, and the matches in general were just awesome. But this is where we kind of reached the biggest problem with having Sue as a character on TV. That being, what the hell do you do with the character when it's not the champion? The fact is that he's a video game character that's been put onto the roster. He sticks out like a sore thumb. Does he just become another member of the roster? I feel like you can't do that because he's just such a unique character with the fact he came from a video game. And also, the other problem is that by this point, the TNA Impact game had been out for more than a year, so it's not like TNA were even getting much extra publicity for their video game by having him as champion, let alone even being on TV. Sue made his return at Hard Justice 2009, competing in the Steel Asylum match where he was cost the win by the Pope D'Angelo Dinero, who he would begin feuding with, and at No Surrender, Dinero would defeat Sue in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Sue and Dinero would actually make amends with each other, and they teamed with Hernandez and Matt Morgan to defeat Team 3D, Rhino and Jesse Neal at Final Resolution 2009. He would wrestle the second Steel Asylum match on the Monday, January 4th, 2010 Impact, but in February of 2010, Kazarian would return, and Sue would be gone for a couple months, and he would return in June, now being portrayed by Kiyoshi. But he was now mainly wrestling on Explosion, really not being used much until he was moved to the alumni section on TNA's website on October 13th, signaling that the character was finished. The character would come back on January 31st, 2011 in Explosion, with Daniels once again using the gimmick, and it would wrestle its final match on the May 12th edition of Impact, being defeated by Sangriento, and at this point I have no idea who was playing him. So it looked like it was all done for him until 2 years later, vignettes began airing for his return to TNA, which, why? The video game has been out for 5 years now. Sue would return, earning an X Division title shot at Slammiversary on the May 23rd, 2013 episode of Impact, and right now, Sue was being portrayed by TJ Perkins. Sue received his title shot at Slammiversary, but was defeated by Chris Sabin in an Ultimate X match, also involving Kenny King. However, on the June 27th episode of Impact Wrestling, Sue would win the X Division title, but then Hogan came out and forced Sue to unmask himself, and it was revealed that it was Austin Aries behind the mask. It was revealed that TJ Perkins was the one behind the mask. They acknowledged that, but they had a storyline saying that Austin Aries beat up Perkins, stole the costume in order to win the X Division title, which was a very smart move. From here, TJ Perkins would change from Sue to Manic, which we're not talking about today. We were only here to talk about the original run of Sue, who is somehow kind of still relevant and still going in Impact to this day. He's still kind of going. It's a weird one. Multiple people are playing him. I don't really know who actually is playing him. And Manic is actually now the X Division champion, which is pretty incredible because now Sue and Manic are two separate characters. It's a weird one, but that's it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy, then be sure to smack that like button. I know this video has been requested for so long. and I finally delivered on it. But anyway, like I said, comment down below video ideas you want to see. I'm very open to what you guys want, and yeah, I'll get it done for you. But anyway, that's it for this video. If you did enjoy, smack that like button. Twitter, Instagram, podcast, Patreon, all linked down below. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye, and keep on rolling.